He's a pleasure to work with, extremely responsive to all of his constituents.
He's personable, he's approachable, and he cares.
If he can help, he's going to.
Jim's responsive, and he cares about the people he represents. ARPA helped us with rent subsidies. Our sewer system in town is being upgraded. We've used about $2 million in terms of a fire truck that was badly needed to help service the community, and some other vehicles that are all related to the community service component.
I mean, talk about a hands-on person. He goes to the agency, he talks to staff, to parents, to children. He really wants to connect in a meaningful way. He shows up, he's there, and he actually fights for the resources that the organization needs. He has really been a significant part of our success.
We experienced, on top of COVID, we experienced a pretty substantial flood in the downstairs of our building, more than $75,000 worth of total damage. And, we sent up a flare on social media, and people stepped up with donations and things. 2 days later, there was Jim. He took the time to wander around, ask questions, get to know it a little bit more. He talked to my facilities manager. And then he went back to DC and got our area designated FEMA eligible. The reason that we're back and able to do this is the enabling legislation that made possible our survival. And all of that, Congressman Himes is behind.
I'm a United States Marine, and I'm currently a student at Housatonic Community College. I'm a Bridgeport native. It's astonishing how much money has actually been poured into the communities around here. I've started seeing massive differences from the life that was when I was growing up 20 years ago.
Jim doesn't make up his mind always in advance. He's a smart enough guy that sometimes the call is easy and he'll make the call. But I know when the call is hard, he asks questions and he really wants to hear the answer. And that's the difference.
He listens intently. He's sure that he understands the situation. He communicates very, very well and takes action.
This isn't a man that is looking out just for himself. He's looking out for the future generations that are coming through. His sincerity in that is ridiculous if you look at the track record.
He could go do many, many things with his intellect and his personality, but he chooses to do this, and I think we're lucky.
He really does care, and he really wants to see Connecticut and the residents of Connecticut move forward.
Many people have said he's the man of the future, and I have every faith that he is.
I'm Jim Himes. Southwest Connecticut is one of the very best places in the world to live, but I wake up every day knowing that we have so much to do. Just like anybody, it's my job to make a difference and make progress on behalf of my community. I go to work so I can bring it home. My office helps thousands of constituents a year. We're working with people who are still having problems paying their bills, whose Medicare coverage has lapsed, businesses that need support, nonprofits and community colleges in need of help training our young people for the jobs of tomorrow. You've got to take pride in the fact that we've set the example, right here in one of the most economically diverse areas in the country. There's still work to be done. Families are still emerging from tough times, businesses are still recovering, and costs are rising. And we need to get these things right if we're serious about creating real opportunity. I go to work every day to make sure that we're setting the example, not just for today, but for tomorrow. And we're going to bring it home. I'm Jim Himes, and I approve this ad.